Hi, I'm Edgar Russ from Cremona, Italy, and we're making here high-level instruments all made with our hands. We have also more affordable instruments just to get into it, because not everybody is going to purchase now the highest and top-level instruments. Among these instruments there are certain differences, so when you come to my workshop and you see them all, they just look all the same, right? Actually, the question is, how has it been done? From whom has it been done? And that is actually the big point, okay? So in the past few months I had some customers from Australia. They brought me this koala, and they were also surprised in the beginning that they found instruments which I told them buy it, and other instruments which were super good and cost much less. There are some instruments which you should buy because of the age, the fame, and other instruments which are good sounding but no good investment, okay? So when you buy, first thing, you have to get into it, take your time and inform yourself, okay? Second, you have to love it, you have to like it, you have to identify with it. It's a little bit like buying stocks. You buy stocks from companies you can identify. You love Coca-Cola, buy Coca-Cola. They pay dividends for the past 30 years and they will probably buy it and pay it the next 30 years, right? Buy something, solar energy or I don't know what, because you believe in it. You wouldn't buy now stocks which is killing people, right? So, and the same thing is with instruments. You buy something because first of all you love music. You love the cello, the violin, the viola. You love great sound. You have to identify with it. And even if you cannot get it played by somebody, borrow the instrument, sit down and listen to your own instruments which you bought, right? And last of all is actually a little bit like buying small stock companies. You always bet a little bit. Nobody knows the future. Nobody. We only have something which is for sure, and that's the past. And the past, same with the stock market, you can see things performing great, and then you buy it and then you're losing, right? But if something is going on for the past 20, 30 years, how old I'm 57, and it's going up already for over 30, 40 years already, probably it's very obvious that there is a straight line and it's not volatile, I don't know how you call it, going up and down, you know. It's a very stable line. That stable line I'm designing myself. It's my policy of how I develop my prices of my instruments, and they're not economic, I know, but I'm doing every day the best I can do to deliver the best for you, okay? And this is a guarantee. Let's say you're a student and you can't afford a violin from Edgar, but you're dreaming of Edgar's instrument. Try to get into it, make part of it already a little bit by, let's say, purchasing a linea Macchi. You get already a tiny part, a tiny portion. It's like the beginner portion of investment to get an instrument from Edgar, and you guarantee already that little amount, or that's for you at that time, big amount of money, which is also growing, because later on you can trade it in, you pay the difference, and you get a better instrument. And if it's not an Edgar, you buy a Marco, a Min, and meanwhile all the prices will go up. So I raise every year my prices, and even next year I will raise it, and the year after, and so on, okay? That's actually the thing of how things proceed. And imagine now that I had another customer not too long ago. I don't want to give you now name and origin and everything, but he's from overseas. And he just said, Edgar, I want your master cello. I had a great cello, the Montagnana here. He came here, checked it out, and then we sipped it. He is super happy. Arrived back home, I would say 1 week, maybe, yeah, 1 week, something like this. He said, Edgar, I'm so happy that instrument can do everything. I didn't even imagine that I can do things what I can do on this cello. Since it is such a great instrument and I believe in this investment strategy and I love music and I don't love that much stocks, I prefer to put my money, rest of my money into another cello. Please make me a Cofrilla copy. So I'm going to make a Cofrilla copy for him, okay? I have other customers who show up after 20 years and they want me to sell it back, because that's my guarantee always. You buy an instrument, it's always a lot of money, but I will always buy it back. I will pay within 1 year, taking off for European customers, of course, the consumption tax. I keep the instrument here and after 1 year you will be paid, okay, for the amount. Most of the customers who show up here to sell me the instruments end up that they do not give me the cello and they place order for another violin of mine, okay? So it's a super good, super stable investment. There are little things in life where you spend money and the money you spend is well spent money. That's exactly what rich people do. They focus to search things which are not doodads, how they call it, where you spend money and it's immediately nothing worth anymore. They spend their money very, very wise in things where the value is increasing. Rare bottles of wine, the best quality of diamonds, and the best sounding instruments. Yeah, I know you cannot see here what's on this picture, but this is the instrument which I made in 2012 for the Sultan of Oman, bin Said Qaboos. He passed away last year, I think in January, after cancer, but this was his personal violin. He has chosen me to make his personal instrument, decorated with 427 diamonds. All stones have been captured in pure gold. The purfling was in pure gold. A mother of pearl with this coat of arm of the Majesty Muscat bin Said Qaboos, a personal dedication inside with gold leaf decorated the ribs and inlays. It has been sounding super great and he was very, very happy, and the Italian violinist over there played the instrument as well for a few months before he actually started to play on it. The instrument is right now exhibited downstairs in the Royal Opera House of Muscat in a glass showcase. My name is not written because it's actually more important that it's the violin of the Sultan bin Said Qaboos of Oman. An outstanding person with an outstanding instrument, and if I calculate now how much it would cost to make that same instrument, I was myself extremely surprised that all these precious materials went extremely up. So it is a stable and very interesting way of investing money in something which you love, and only if you love it, that investment will proceed perfect. I'm right now working on an instrument which is decorated with osmium. I hope you will hear it very soon in the news. See you, all the best. Ciao, ciao.